It knows what scares you. All right. Enough of that. So this is something that I always forget to do. See, every time I get one of these new DVDs, I always like to unwrap them in video and show it to you guys. You know, just oh shit, sorry, just to give you a little like hint on what I got here, because some pretty cool stuff here. So yeah, I have two DVDs I bought the same day, which was on Sunday. I bought these on Sunday, and I haven't opened them up because I wanted to open them on camera. See, each of these DVDs are wrapped up, and I wanted to unbox them, on camera to show you guys what the hell it is. Most of you guys don't really give a shit, but guess what? I just like to record stuff that I like, and also my channel's pretty much dying, and it's pretty much dead, and I haven't been uploading anything, and, why not? So I got two movies, and here's what I'm gonna only review one, and then I'll review the next one in a minute. Well, actually, no, in another video. But here's the one I'm gonna review. So what I have here is something that it's pretty much like it's my first two physical DVD copies of a horror movie, mostly like old ones. Not that old, mostly like from the 80s and 90s. Well, this one's the one I'm gonna show you is from the early 80s. And here we have the one and only. The one that knows. Sorry. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna take it out. Right here, we got Poltergeist. Yeah, that's right. It knows what scares you. In other words, they're here. Yeah, that's right. It's a horror film from the 1980s, the early 80s. Was released 2 years after The Shining, And here we have the digitally restored and remastered Steven Spielberg horror film. And what we got here is something that I'm gonna unwrap. It cost me $9. Just gonna take that out. I'm just gonna take this shit out. Yeah, alright. Okay. And now we're gonna open this up. Shouldn't be too hard, I've done this type of shit before. Hang on. Let me get this opened up. Alright, I got it. Okay, time to... Oh, shit. Shit. Time to open this son of a bitch up. This bad boy up. Open this up. Gotta open this scary bastard up. Yeah, I gotta open that up. Alright. There we go. Oh. Yes. Fuck. Oh yeah, forgot to move the trash can over here. Ugh! Here it is! Poltergeist. Oh, fucking... Here it is. Poltergeist. Yes, the digitally remastered DVD. Made by Steven Spielberg and... Toby Hooper, I don't even know, but a lot of people claim that it's Steven Spielberg who came up with the idea. Not that other dude, but hey, what am I gonna know? So, what do I got to know? So yeah, this DVD was licensed by Warner Brothers, but the original film was made by MGM, the classic logo with the lion, but who cares, roar. But no one cares. Thing that concerns me is a lot of these the older movies that are made by the frickin' Lion production, the one where they have the lion roar at the beginning. For some reason, Warner Brothers has to license a physical copy or a re-release of some shit. I don't know why. I think they might be like business partners, or they're just trying to compete with each other. Sorry about that. someone decided to interrupt me while I was recording. Enough of that. In fact, enough of telling you some backstory about people about stuff that no one really gives a shit. The important thing is that we have a digitally remastered of a classic 1980s horror film, um, Poltergeist. That's right. It's. I haven't seen the movie yet. I've seen a couple clips of it. In fact, I try to spoil it for myself, but like, guess what? With horror films, I'm gonna have to do that so I know what's coming towards me, and I know what I'm gonna get. All right, so here's the side. There's nothing on the top, nothing on the back, but you have the side here, and here's the back. And marvelously spooky, like a. I cannot read really well, but oh well. Yeah, it comes with special features. We got the soundtrack remastered digitally in digital 5.1 surround sound and 2.0 surround sound, whatever. Got the language options. We got English, Francés, Español, and Portuguese. And then we got the subtitles. Although, oh, look at that. We got the option for Chinese subtitles. Perfect, because why not go to a Chinese hospital and play this with the Chinese subtitles with Sorry, I was just gonna mention the coronavirus again. This whole coronavirus thing has been like, they've been making a lot of memes about this. And, I'm sorry to actually just say that, let's be honest, people are actually dying from that disease, and it's actually beginning to spread way worse than Ebola did. And I think it might be kind of offensive to most people in China who are actually in the hospital dying, quarantine. Actually, no, I don't think they can even watch any movies because they're literally quarantined. They don't want to risk anything. But enough of that. No, for real, let's oh yeah. Okay, all right, yeah, okay, so this is shocking, so yeah. Okay, so this is indeed a horror film, but as you can see right here, when it was released, it was rated PG, as in, it's just PG. Are they literally trying to scare the crap out of kids? Cause, like, it is no coincidence that they decided to think it was a good idea to be rated PG. What is this? Just some type of Goosebumps ripoff? And no, Goosebumps didn't exist. Goosebumps came along. The show came along in the 90s. I'm not sure about the novels though, but like, let's be honest, a lot of 80s horror films were kind of like Goosebumps, but with swears. But like, this one didn't have any swears, I don't think. But there's a lot of disturbing elements in this movie that kids like that might make kids piss their pants. And like, I don't get why they actually have it rated PG. I mean, the sequels. Okay, there were 3 movies, including a remake. There was Poltergeist 1, 2, and 3, and the last 2 movies were rated PG. Except I think the third one was supposed to be. Well, the last 2 ones were rated PG-13. Sorry. The third one, I believe, people have claimed that the original one was supposed to be rated PG, just PG, but then they decided to make it rated PG-13 for a director's cut release, because because I think you can still access the PG version, but that one's more, there's a lot of stuff cut out in the PG version, and I think the PG-13 version of the third movie was director's cut version, because with the director's cut you have more disturbing elements that might make kids piss their pants. And right here we got a widescreen version, presented in a letterbox widescreen format, preserving the scope aspect ratio of the original theatrical exhibition in chance for widescreen TVs. And I have a widescreen TV in my room, but in the living room it's a freaking old ass 90s big fat tube vacuum tube TV, whatever. And the DVD was released in 2007. The original movie was released in 1982, and we're in 2020. Uh, it comes with special features like They're Here, the Real World Poltergeist Revealed documentary in 2 parts, Signs of the Spirits and Coming with the Dead. I think this is some type of documentary. Do I really got time for this? You got a an hour and I don't know how long. You got 114 minutes. You got a 114-minute long movie in color, of course, because a lot of movies now are in color. What kind of black and white movie would be around in the 1980s? Pretty much, if you're watching a Mexican cinema film, that would be. Well, my mom does not like. Sorry about that again. My mom does not like to knock on the freaking door. I gotta start putting up a sign up in that door because my parents just do not know how to knock. Like literally, okay, before I continue, I'm gonna let you know that if you happen to hear any voices coming from the door, either my parents or if you happen to hear the door open or whatever, my parents or anyone else would randomly just think they can walk into my room and annoy the shit out of me. Guess what? They're family, so what are you gonna do? They can at least knock, but they don't knock. It's making recording videos like these really difficult. But yeah, so this is the DVD. So you got a long ass, you got a 114 minutes long DVD, and then you got a documentary, which is who knows how long. Who the fuck will wanna waste their time watching a documentary when really they just bought this to watch the fucking movie? But anyways, let's see what's in this DVD. I bet the special features might be in a second disc. I don't know. Let's see what the disc looks like. And there's nothing in there, but here's the disc. And as you can see, it's I can't describe what the fuck is going on there, but here it is. This is the disc. Poltergeist. And then, you got all this shit, There you go. It's beautiful. Nice, sexy disc. And there you have it. There you go. There is Poltergeist on DVD. A classic, digitally remastered horror film from the 80s. Thank you so much for watching. I hope my mom was not too much of a disturbance because, when you live with your parents and you're not an adult and you're a teenager living with your parents, you don't have your own home, don't have the money to afford one, this is something you gotta deal with. But when you're an adult, you can, do almost whatever you want as long as it doesn't get you in trouble and it doesn't hurt your health, But yeah, I am not 18, I can't live on my own, so I have to deal with this every day. So thank you guys for watching, and in the next DVD the last remaining DVD that's in this bag might be a classic, an extreme classic that has tormented a generation, tormented the last 3 decades. That was just all I can say is that the next DVD will be a classic. Even had 2 parts. They even made a remake, which was released in 2017, and then the chapter 2 of the remake was released last year. All I can say is that the next DVD will float.